After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And the tight end goes in motion left. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 40 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one swung out here to Jones.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Rodgers now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the... The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
An inside give to Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings...
third down.
Third down and 5.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing now is Rodgers. Steps away to his left.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down. Now Rodgers gotta have this one.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Rodgers going to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
44 yards.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Packers.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From from midfield. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tunyon.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. And a chance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, 6:26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. To throw is Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a 10.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard. Further. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it?
He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Rodgers to throw once more.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Rodgers going to throw. Being chased out left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now here's Mason Crosby, the Packers' all-time leading scorer, but now lining up in a different uniform. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes this a 9-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll buy some time right.
Got Dobbs over the middle. Now a 2nd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he takes it all the way across the 40. Out of bounds. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Herbert on first down now. He gets this out to Spiller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable.
Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett from a yard out.
And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he cannot pull it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, another catch from Melton. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Rodgers again now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A give to Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 26.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
26.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
26.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
88. Over.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it Abbott looking to pass. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd and 7, Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Herbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After the sack on first down, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This take it in at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Hey, take 26.
A loss of 10 yards.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A.
57 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Rodgers to throw once more. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 32 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Herbert steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Really took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Melton, and he is going to have a Packers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Over here.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.